back to the Monkey Nut Punch podcast. I'm Gareth, and that's Keith. And that's how I'm going to introduce us from now on. That's Keith. It's not Keith. That's Keith. This is something I have to endure. It's like having a second head or a nose grafted onto your shoulder. It's not pleasant. It's unsightly, and it needs to be removed surgically.
And
I go back to my original statement.
Form of a spot on my ass.
Hey, at least I reached some kind of climax.
Away! Yeah.
So, what have you been doing this week, Keith?
Well, it's funny. I suppose I've embraced Uber nerdism.
Uber nerdism. Hang on a second. Are you taking Ubers to conventions?
Well, funny enough, I did take a Bolt to a Magic the Gathering event.
Oh, fuck off! No,
it's funny he's here. Hey Biffa, I'm playing the Hobbit.
Oh, Christ, no. Look,
yeah.
Do you remember when we worked together and there was like a crazy guy coming to the shop every so often, and he'd hang at the end of the counter and he'd talk about mad stuff, yeah? He was really into Magic the Gathering, and that's why I don't like Magic the Gathering.
I love it. I've made some money on it as well. I pulled a card out that was worth more than the entire fucking pack.
Okay.
In fact, I pulled two that made it worth more than
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the downfall of society.
I'm a nerd. I'm a huge nerd. Yeah, look at that. That Gareth. $35. $35 right there.
$35?
$35.
$35 because you're in Thailand.
What's actually a pretty shitty card. Whereas the one that is not so shitty is only worth $28, but it's a Smaug. There you go. It's a Smaug. Yeah, I've embraced Uber nerdism. I'm kind of enjoying it. Don't ask me how much I've spent.
So, I've been using a thing called Notepad. This is geek. This is fucking nerdy. I've been using a thing called Notepad LM. I bought a load of digital books from a Humble Bundle ages ago about learning kind of business stuff, and I'm just too fucking lazy to read it. And it's digital, so it's not like a book, so I can draw in it, which kind of helps me remember. Yeah, because it's like kind of, if you see any of my like kind of self-improvement, they've got like notes and post-its and shit all the way through, because that's how it helps it stick in my head. But digital ones I can't do that with. So I use this thing called Notepad LM. I fed it the PDF, and I got it to read it back to me as a podcast. So I'm sitting there working, listening to a podcast like I usually do. Well, this podcast is about a book that I never read. Didn't intend to read either.
That's kind of clever.
So yeah,
I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's and we had a conversation about it. We won't go into too much detail. I've been arguing with people on Substack. I thought it might be a little bit of the internet, yeah. That was not like Facebook, Twitter.
Gareth, we're the only sane people on the internet. Put it into that perspective.
That's not what the voices tell me. That's not what the voices tell me.
I personally agree with myself all the time.
I do too. I love confirmation bias. That's why I talk to you, and that's why when we agree on something, I find it I have to disagree, because you're the person I go to break my confirmation bias. Anyway. Well, yeah, I think
let's get into the news.
I've just realized I've selected the wrong bloody story. I need to hang on. No, I have selected the wrong story, but on the notes page, I'm not supposed to say this shit out loud. I usually try and like nod and just agree something there. Anyway, let's go on with the first story, and that's let's have this one actually.
Well.
Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James may have ridden off into the sunset after one for the road, but turns out they're not completely done with the Grand Tour just yet. Co-creator and executive producer Andy Willman has officially dropped news that the Holy Trinity of the motoring television will be popping up for a cameo appearance in the upcoming reboot. They aren't returning to host, but they are stepping in down the keys over and a heavy burden of its legacy over to a brand new crew as the show returns this September. I saw an ad for this on the Grand Tour's Instagram. I think it was the Grand Tour's Instagram. Might have been YouTube short. I was confused.
Why?
It didn't work when they did it for Top Gear when they left. Why is it going to work now?
The people that they have chosen do have a following. You got the train dude, who everybody mostly likes. I think
Train dude.
Yeah, the train dude, Francis Baldwin, the train dude. He is the train dude on Instagram. He is like this overly enthusiastic train spotter dude, and he's done a few sort of Channel 4 programs. He did one with the good dude in the Top Gear remake. Because you remember when Top Gear came back, we all said that
Harris fella.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yes.
He's the only bit of the new Top Gear
right.
I liked. And it's great because when you find out about the crazy shit that he's done, because unlike the trio, he's a little unhinged, which makes him interesting.
Yes.
Because you've got Thomas Holland, James Engelman, and Francis Bourgeois.
So the two dudes are like a bunch of YouTubers that do a car program. They are kind of funny. Francis, they're saying, look, this guy really does know his cars, and I think he does. I think he's fully aware of himself, if that makes any sense. That he plays a slight character when he's doing his Instagrams. That he exaggerates certain aspects.
Is he a bore like James May? Is he there, James May?
He kind of, yes, but he comes across. But he's more enthusiastic than James May. He's not grumpy like James May. I mean, when he sees a train that he gets very, very enthusiastic about it. Let's just say, and that's what I think makes him popular to people. But his program he did with Chris Harris on the restoration of a steam train was really good on Channel 4. It was really interesting.
Chris Harris, that was the guy. Yeah, he was the only, as I said, he was the only thing that worked in the new Top Gear, but it was just him. He needed to have two other good people like him to bounce off of.
I'm not saying that it will work, but the people they've picked certainly are car people. Francis is known for trains, but he is a petrol head. All right. It will be interesting to see the films that they make.
I have thoughts, and the thoughts go like this, Grand Tour turned into specials, So it went from the Grand Tour for, I think it was 3 seasons worth of Grand Tour.
Yeah.
And at the end, they just did specials. They did specials because they're what people watched. They're the things that I remember the most, I'll be honest with you. Even in Top Gear thing, the one that sticks out to me is the Arctic one. That Arctic one, that's when I went, I actually fucking love Top Gear. And I know why, too, because I was in hospital at the time. And I was watching it on TV. And it was, I needed something to cheer me up, and it worked, and it kind of spoke to me at that point in my life. But
I get it.
The thing, right, hang on. It's gone to specials. We know these people, we know that they wind each other up. They have a certain chemistry that exists. So these new guys don't have that chemistry as far as we know. So doing specials might not work the way that they want to. I think the best thing to do is to go back to doing the Grand Tour car show with like kind of bits where they're talking about cars, and then throw a special in at the end of the season. It's probably going to take them 2, maybe 3 years to start forming the bond that the trio had, because they didn't have that. All it was they were very snarky towards each other, and they took the piss out of each other. So that's how it started, and then how it ended was lovely.
I don't know if season 4 of this is like one special. I think it looks like films, different. I think it's sort of in between from the trailer that I saw. But I don't know enough about it.
Do you know what? We've only got one trailer. I'll see if I can find a Grand Tour trailer, and we'll watch that.
I do think. I mean, you say that about the specials, and yes, some of the most memorable things. But there are films that they made that always stick in my memory. Clarkson's tribute to Senna was still one of the most emotional, gut-wrenching, and really well done films for Top Gear. And it, at the end of it left me in a tear, because I mean, Clarkson doesn't really promote that he's a huge Formula One fan. Biffer. He's saying that petrol cars are so bad when Teslas can blow them away off the line. Yeah, not a Formula One car.
No. This is the thing is they can blow them off the way up to about 100 miles an hour, and as soon as it gets to 100 miles an hour, they're fucked. And I know this
I'm a bit of a petrol.
because I have hang on a second. I have an electric car, and one thing I really enjoy doing is shooting past people who overtake me on the motorway. It's so fucking joyous. But when you get to the 70-mile bit, it's not the same as from 0 to like 30 or 0 to 60. And at the same time too, Tesla's and I mean it's with all honesty, battery life is fantastic. I like the way they manufacture these things, because knowing about engineering and whatnot, it makes sense. Not from a consumer perspective doesn't make sense, or a repair perspective doesn't make sense. But the problem with Teslas is there's not much car in the car. You go in there, it's a fucking iPad and the steering wheel. It's shit. Yeah, you go into a electric Merc, fucking gorgeous. Audi, gorgeous, anything. But for some reason, Tesla is just an iPad. They haven't gone, maybe we should make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing. And they need to. Because the outsides are fine. I think the outsides are fine. It's just that inside.
There's a particular Tesla that's got this amazing sort of backlight cluster where it's got the red light sort of shone in and then in a diffused way, and it's got the logo in there. I have to admit that does kind of look really cool. But the minute you get into a Tesla, there's nothing. It's kind of like there is no emotion in the car. Whereas you get into an Audi, or if you get into that fucking Merc. Oh,
did he show you the pimp lighting?
Yes.
He's got. My brother has a Merc.
Mate, he showed me the fact that you can log in as a different user, and then it does all the adjustment shit. I mean, Anyway, I've bought technically an electric car. It's just I have a little petrol engine on the side of it that charges it, but it is an electrically driven car.
I've
no, not here. But it is an electric car in terms of regen and everything else. It does all that. So it's an electrically driven car for all intents and purposes. It just has a failsafe.
To cars, I miss shifting gears. I miss listening for that engine pitch to know when to change the gear. Because this is one thing that got over American cars is the stick shift in the center section as you're going through gears. It feels fucking great.
Electric cars are a different type of car to drive. I mean, in terms of fucking foot to the floor, they blow away much more expensive cars, but they do it quietly. And there is something. If you're a bit of a petrol head, and I grew up watching motorsports, so I was always going to have a bit of a petrol head in me. There is something about that noise when you accelerate that makes all the difference, and it's why some electric cars now pump the noise in, because it.
Yeah, I have the perfect analogy, and I was talking to Dexter about this in the car yesterday when we were driving. Petrol cars are analog, electric cars are digital.
True.
And that's the best way of looking at it, because that with the petrol car, it's all quite raw, feels quite industrial. It has there is a nice feeling to it, yeah. And it's like kind of I had a previous car, and you could hear the turbo whine. It was, but my friend Gavin loved it. He's like, oh, just keep going faster so we can hear the of the turbo cutting in. But the electric car, my one's got like a fucking range of sensors on it. I tried pulling out the other day. Someone walked behind my car broke automatically and screamed at me in German. No, you were not to do this. This is bad. You will kill someone. What is wrong with you?
Mine will probably yell at me in Japanese, so it'd be more along the lines of "you flacker." But
what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
The airbag this voice, and he just hear you go, "What the fuck was that?" That's a reference that Keith and I, a personal reference that Keith and I.
I'm under no illusion about electric cars. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have driven one that can go extremely quickly, and you know the electric car that I've bought has got a sports mode, and it is fucking quick. But
I haven't used it
again. There is something about it feels different. It just feels different, and I think petrol engines are going to end up being our vinyl.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll be honest with you. Petrol engines will be preserved for industrial long distance stuff. So lorries, I think, will be diesel always. I putting batteries in fucking lorries is just dumb, and the amount of energy that's required for it is dumb. Unless all of a sudden some battery technology comes along. But at the same time, too, you're right when you sit there and it's like kind of we've got the 2 electric cars, and I've got my little sporty. Like kind of Audi R8. Well, I want an Audi R8. Or Audi R8 in the garage that I take out the weekends. Yeah, and it's the car that you drive to enjoy. We were hoping that was going to happen with hydrogen, because hydrogen just seemed the natural kind of progression. There are some the charging on electric cars is shit, and it is the shittiest aspect of the entire system. Outside that, everything else is pretty good.
I had a souped up balls to the wall Audi 2-litre turbo, and that thing was rapid. My much cheaper electric Honda Japanese car will kick the living bejesus out of it in sports mode, and I know it, but I miss the Audi. It's the age I grew up in. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to deny that electric cars aren't faster. But given the choice of electric cars at the moment, getting into that Mercedes, if I had the money, the irony is, right? Get this, right? The irony here is, if I move back to the UK, I have a salary sacrifice scheme. I can get that bloody car, right? And by doing it, right, because of the way salary sacrifice works, you sacrifice the salary before they tax you. It takes you out the 40% tax bracket. So essentially, I am at that point where I can pretty much get a fully insured 80 grand electric Merc for fuck all.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately,
and I would do it. I would.
That salary sacrifice thing. Yeah, I need to add on my gym membership for salary sacrifice and something else for salary sacrifice, and then I can then get moved out the bracket for the car, which is annoying. But hey,
yeah. Anyway, we're turning into a car podcast, but
we have turned into a car. Welcome to Monkey Nut Punch on Wheels, where we talk about the latest and greatest in car technology and go back to
we could do a car show, you know, we could do it in our form of Let's Play Badly. That would be kind of funny.
When we were coming up with the Gaming Face Punch podcast, our original pitch was it was going to be Top Gear for nerds.
Yeah,
that when we got together, that's how we described it. I still never got to put that video of us doing the smartphone thing, which I've just got you laughing at. I might just release you laughing on Instagram and just with a "What's happening here?" Anyway, let's move on to our next story. Let's have hang on.
Now we are fucked.
18 years ago, after the fans were left scratching their heads in the cinema, X-Files, I Want to Believe, is finally getting another shot of the truth. And this time, it's actually getting weirder. Creator Chris Carter has officially pulled back the curtain on a brand new director's cut of the 2008 film. Fuck me, 2008. Officially titled X-Files, I Want to Believe, Van Frankenstein, and is set to drop on Hulu and Disney Plus on the 14th of August. This isn't a quick nip and tuck. This is an R-rated restoration designed to pump the original horror movie elements and gore. Gore. Frankenstein-inspired thrillers back into film studios that can. What the fuck? This is why I don't use Gemini. I get the idea of Frankenstein. Why? Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. I'm just going to go and ask the world. Did you want some more X-Files? Yeah, you want new X-Files. Okay. They want new X-Files, Keith.
So that same crazy rabbit hole that you've gone down this weekend, there has always been this long-standing
release the air cut of justice
there has been a group of small
Justice League,
but very vocal X-File fans that knew that the film, the version of I Want to Believe that got released was not Chris Carter's desired choice. The studio forced him to make it less scary. Now, there is something there in the fact that you've got Billy Connolly playing quite an interesting role. And when I remember going to see this going, there's something missing from this. It didn't feel that complete. It's like me going to see the cinematic version of Lord of the Rings, knowing damn well that there is an extended cut. Way better.
I think no. Right. So what it was is you had an X-Files movie. The previous X-Files movie had some spectacle. Had something, they had a unique selling thing, yeah?
Yeah.
This one just felt like an episode.
It did, because they cut it back. This was meant to be a lot more scary than it was meant to, and it's finally getting that release. I mean, it's coming out. We'll get it on Disney Plus, I think, both in the UK and here. For you lovely peeps in the States, it's Hulu.
Hulu.
Just fucking fold it into Disney Plus, please, for the love of God.
No. You know what they're doing? They're folding Disney Plus into Hulu because Hulu's successful.
It's probably true.
It's the truth. I'd do that if they said one of these is successful, one of these is not. All right, which one's not? Disney Plus. Fuck, it's the one that carries the company name. All right, fold it into Hulu.
I remember reading an article about what he had intended, and I actually do want to see that. So I am kind of up for this.
I'm just have curiosity more than anything else.
And come on, I mean, this. Do we want new X-Files, considering what we think might happen? Do we think it's going to be any good?
What's that? It doesn't have to have Mulder in it. No. Sorry, the world is telling me they want new ones. It has to have Scully and Mulder in it.
Scolder and Scully,
mate.
Scolder and Mully, yeah.
What was that fucking song? Do you remember that song from the Welsh band?
Oh, Mulder and Scully. Yes, I remember the voice. Yeah,
because it's one of the Welshest songs I've ever heard.
Yes, that's true.
Fuck, I have to remember what it is now.
Anyway, I'm down for this. I grew up loving the X-Files. Funny enough, I was having a conversation today exactly about the X-Files to somebody, because I played an event today, Gareth, and I won a game. But the guy I met was exactly the same age as me, but is grown up here, but huge nerd. Loves Lego, loves Star Trek. Grew up... Gareth, he's one of us. Like, one of you and I. He kind of like, oh yeah, grew up watching Voyager, grew up watching Deep Space Nine. I'm just sitting there going, this is like the Thai version of me here. Loves Lego. Right? The only thing, right, is he plays D&D. But I kind of want to go and do that now. And I know there's somebody in the chat that's going, is already nodding his head.
There We don't
But,
do D&D. It's the work of the devil. Don't you know? The devil.
I am
Like
going
rock
to be
and
part of
roll.
that club. I'm going to be part of that club.
Oh, you fucking
But
nut.
the guy I was talking to today was a big.
You are getting fucking kicked out of the brotherhood. Fucking geekdom.
No, I'm uber nerd now. But
Nerds are not geeks.
I did. It was funny talking to him about like growing up with the X-Files, and going, I want that X-Files Lego. I just can't afford it and can't find any room for it.
I looked at X-Files Lego and I thought about it and I went, nah, shit.
It's not as good as the Ideas one. The Ideas one was better. I can't quite work out what they've done between the Ideas one and that one, but somebody's done a mock for it that takes it back to the Ideas one. One of the things that's missing is like the Ideas one had the proper print for I Want to Believe, and they haven't in the Lego kit, which is kind of a shame. But you can buy on the mock site, you can buy the proper one. So there you go. But I mean, that was again, X-Files was part of my sort of childhood, and I remember this movie. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch it. I'll be interested to see it. And I don't usually do horror, but I kind of know where this is going. So yeah.
See, part of me's like kind of, is this the one where Scully gets her kit off?
Go behave. FHM's Most Sexy Woman in 1993.
She looks better. Ironically, she looks better now. I don't get that.
Oh, the English accent does it for me.
Yeah.
But,
she likes the English accent. Chicago born, wasn't she? But she likes to have the English accent because I think what she did. Yeah, I think what she did because English actors, proper trained English actors, go through what they call RP or received pronunciation, and it makes everything sound posher. Yeah, and it just makes everything sound clearer. And our news presenters and the Queen and like Brian Blessed, because Brian Blessed is from up north. You wouldn't know he's from up north. He's got no up northisms about him. Yeah, but he has got that kind of loud, boisterous thing because he had received pronunciation right. Peter O'Toole, Irish, received pronunciation. Sometimes you hear he's Irish. That's about it. And he should have always had a beard in everything he was in.
I got to saying good morning to Brian Blessed every day when I was coming in to work with you, because Mum used to drop me off at Sunningdale. He had come bouldering over the car park as I was walking to the station, going into Waitrose. Brian Blessed is always somebody I actually want to stop and talk to. I mean, you put me onto his audiobooks and they are fantastic. Fantastic. I love Brian Blessed. If anything needs to be read more, consumed more as an audiobook, it's Brian Blessed's Pandemonium, because the way he tells it to you, it's like you're sitting next to him. He goes, "I've got a fucking story to tell you." He goes, I was up at the top of Mount Everest. My friend went out for a poo. Guess what fucking happened? And he came back. He doesn't tell it like that, but in that kind of there are. He was always number one. When I started this podcast game, there were two people I really wanted to interview. He was number one, and number two was Murray Walker because of my love of thing. I've got a third one now, which is Peter Capaldi. I really want to. I'd love to interview him.
I'd love
mostly because of his love of Doctor Who. But there are other things that I'd love to talk to him about. But Brian Blessed is number one. Number one.
Definitely. Brian Blessed he's lived such a life. And he's beaten up Peter O'Toole on 3 occasions. And I want to ask him about those 3 occasions. It was one where he wouldn't turn up to some thingy, and he literally turned to his house and he talks about him just throwing off fucking walls and beat the shit out of him. The first time he met him, he beat the shit out of him.
Peter O'Toole was a drunk.
He was. He goes. What he hated about him was he was such a naturally talented, good actor.
Oh, it was brilliant.
That drove him up about the wall. But yeah, yes, Brian Blessed. Everyone should love Brian Blessed. We haven't had this one in a while.
I need about 350.
350.
Fred Fella. Yeah.
Stop everything! Because the future has finally caught up and it's looking intensely rubber-faced as Warner Brothers Discovery drop another bombshell to the latest shareholders letter. officially confirming a live-action version of The Jetsons. We've all wanted it. I don't know when. We all wanted it. The movie is heading to the big screen with comedy icon Jim Carrey attached to star. That works. Whilst the project is targeted for release after 2027, this marks a massive career shift for Carrey, who has stepped out of the Sonic the Hedgehog universe to bring Hanna-Barbera's retro futuristic patriarch or whatever he's playing into live action reality. Right. Did you know that the Jetsons live above the cloud because underneath the nuclear wasteland?
That's what people implied, yes.
No, it is, because you never get to see the ground. You never get to see walking apart, anything. It's because it's a nuclear fucking wasteland.
Yeah, but it was the 50s.
They're gonna include that in the fucking movie. They're gonna include that in the movie. You know they will.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Hollywood. But genius casting. It works. It works. If he does it right, which I think he can, it works.
I can see a massive backlash over Rosie the Robot. Because she's like,
I know.
No, I'm being serious here, and it's because you get the backlash over Tom and Jerry's owner. I can't remember her name now.
Yes.
And it kind of plays into that stereotype, and I know that we're going to hear this shit.
Tom and Jerry was far worse than the Jetsons. Far worse.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to stop these people getting offended over fucking nothing.
Well, they'll probably change it slightly. I mean, that's something you can slightly update, but I mean, it was far more innocent. It was far more innocent than Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry did lean into it a bit. You know who's going to play the daughter? It's blatantly obvious.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
No, don't say that. I'm going to get my hopes up.
Mila Kunis.
If you said Peter Capaldi, you'd be getting my hopes up. Who's playing the daughter in the Jetsons? Who's playing Judy Jetson? Peter Capaldi? Do you know what? I think he could pull it off.
I always liked Hannah, but I liked Hanna-Barbera, and I liked the Jetsons as a kid. It was one of the cartoons I enjoyed watching, partly because it was flying cars and stuff, and again, nerd.
I think out of all the Hanna-Barbera things that I enjoyed the most is Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
Wacky Races was Hanna-Barbera, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Wacky Races. El Kabong.
Because I still do Muttley to my
Pigeon.
wife. Yeah, every time Lem
That's where he
sort
was
of makes
originally.
me do something, it's like I do it. I over it. Like when she gets you out of bed after only 4.5 hours sleep to take the nephew swimming. Anyway, I'm up for this. I like the casting. It's probably a movie I'll probably go and see with Lem and probably enjoy it. So yeah. Shall we get on to the next one?
My only response is
What? What the fuck?
I didn't play quite well. We've lost an absolute titan of cinema, but the legendary Sam Neill is going. Sam Neill is going to grace the silver screen one last time in the most unexpected way possible. Following his passing at the age of 78 last month, it has officially been revealed that Jurassic Park, an Event Horizon icon, secretly wrapped filming on one major film role before his death, and it's the upcoming Sony's live adaptation of The Legend of Zelda. So it better be fucking good. You better not have wasted Sam Neill's last appearance. That's my thing, yeah? I know that he will do whatever. He's one of these actors that you give him a script, he's quite functional and gets the job done. But it can't, if it's shit, yeah?
But, I mean...
Nintendo will never forgive him.
You know my... I mean, I make no bones about that Zelda is probably my favourite video game, which is probably why I like Magic.
You never told me. That's amazing.
No secret.
Wow, I'm learning something about you every day.
No, shut up.
What?
But so it probably surprises no one. But I really don't know how I feel about the film. And when I saw this story, I was kind of like, I had the exact same reaction as you. Better be fucking
Better
good.
not be shit. That's the world we live in now. It better not be shit. Do you know where that started from? Do you know where that came from?
Go on.
Star Wars Episode 1. Ever since Star Wars Episode 1, everyone's gone, it better not be shit.
Well, that was actually there was a comedy. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was a bloody great film. There was a comedy about a kid that got diagnosed with cancer, and his mates and them go on a road trip to break into Skywalker Ranch to watch the first episode 1, right? And I mean, Lucas okayed it. It's got lots of jokes in it, but the final line is, "What if it's shit?" After this huge, I have to find it. It was a great movie.
I didn't realize that. I just thought that was like a general. Maybe it came from the film.
No, it did probably come from the film. It's a great film. I'll have to find it and let you know. It's a good film.
How many adaptations and book to screens and game to screens and comic books to screen things that we've seen and we've gone, it better not be shit, or please don't do this. I think the latest one.
You and I are going to disagree on one because you didn't like it as much as I did, and I've watched it several times over and still like it, even though it is different from the book, which is Project Hail Mary. I do like that adaptation. It's not perfect, but it wasn't shit for me. Yeah. Well, you know,
man, he's talking rock.
It's
a euphemism for just having a really erection because he's on his own. He's just
I like Andy Weir's books.
Humanity to death.
They're the most. I like his books, and I liked the film.
It's
like positive.
I've seen interviews with him, and he seems like a very normal person, which in this
nice
day
guy.
and age is a good thing.
He's a good guy. But you're right. I don't know how to feel about this, because I mean, you were talking about like last films. Technically, Sean Connery's last film was The Extraordinary Gentleman.
I liked.
Although his actual final film that he filmed was Finding Forrester, which, if you've never seen, is a very good film.
Just one thing to note: his final appearance will be in. Let me look at this. Oh yeah, it's Big Monkey Punch Big Lizard in Space.
Really?
Yes, because of the release date. Yeah, it'll be hitting cinemas March 2027. Godzilla versus Kong Supernova.
And he's in Godzilla.
Yeah, he's in the costume. Yes, he apparently is. That'll be his last one, but wasn't the last thing he filmed. Because they've got so much monkey work to do and lizard punching work to do.
I mean, this was one that gutted me because he was cured, and I mean, there's a personal element to this because he was cured by a drug that would have saved my mother's life, but that's neither here or there. I saw an interview with him literally the week before. I really liked Sam Neill. I mean, he was an interesting guy, and he was a huge animal lover, and I loved his talking about sheep. He named his sheep. I mean, there's the whole there's the Sheep Detective that's out recently. Some of that is based on Sam Neill. Truly based on Sam Neill. Sam Neill was a sheep farmer that didn't kill his sheep.
He didn't get killed, and his sheep didn't go to figure out what was. Anyway, what I was going to say was, can you do me a favor when we run the next story? Just unplug and plug your mic in. Your thing was cutting out. First time I've done it in ages. Literally, while that whole segment was going on, and now I get to talk. Now we get to hear the background because Keith didn't put himself on fucking mute. Such a bell end, and he hasn't selected the right microphone either. This is what I have to work with. This is what I have to work with. Jeez, it's like dealing with 2-year-olds, but he's large and he's round.
Get on with it.
Bounces on the ground. Keith hasn't figured out what I'm doing.
Put a ticket in and make a lemon gay.
Pack your bags and get out running to that local multiplex because the summer box office have achieved something utterly historic. Thanks to an absolute juggernaut of an opening, Spider-Man Brand New Day is colliding head-on with the incredible legs of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. North American cinemas just pulled off the highest grossing collective weekend in box office history. We aren't talking about standard superheroes here. We're looking at a monumental 430 plus million weekend that completely shatters the previous record set back in 2019's Avengers Endgame.
So Spider-Man Brand New Day has in the US is now the highest opening film in US history. It beat the Avengers. It is not globally the highest grossing film. Avengers has still got that crown, but it has beat it domestically in the US, which just goes to point out that shit movie fatigue, not superhero fatigue.
Yeah,
movie fatigue.
And I'll be honest with you, you don't need to look at these massive box office ones. You need to look at the smaller ones, like Obsession and The Backrooms. Made a hell of a... There's another a third small one. Iron Lung, from the beginning. Cost fucking next to nothing, but they told a good story. They involved it. And the expression that Hollywood will become the new Detroit, I think it's feeling a little real at the moment. Have you heard this expression that they're using?
Yes, I have.
And I think it came from Variety or the Hollywood Reporter, one of the two. I can't remember which one.
It's definitely in decline at the moment. But as I said, I've said to you I kind of use the Picard 3 analogy. Like, I don't believe that there is such a thing as superhero movie fatigue. I think there's a shit movie fatigue, and not shitty superheroes that you don't elevate. Like, I mean, Iron Man was a popular if you're into comics, but Iron Man was not a sort of well-known superhero outside of the nerdy comic. But they made a great movie.
Let me just interject with this Iron Man Spider-Man thing. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to get the UK version of Marvel. Yeah. And you had a different version of the Transformers, a slightly different version of Spider-Man, slightly different version of Iron Man, etc. I used to get really annoyed when Spider-Man would go on a break and I'd start getting the Iron Man comics. It really used to knock me because I did not like Iron Man. I thought Titanium Man and Red Dynamo were fucking awesome.
But Iron Man was not well known. He was not mainstream. And some people liked him, some people hated him. You didn't like him because you were a huge Spider-Man fan. I get it. But there's no denying that 2008's Iron Man's a fucking good movie. And a lot of it is Robert Downey Jr. But it's a good movie, right? Superhero movies can become popular again. You've just got to make good movies. And that's been the problem. I still maintain this is not superhero fatigue. It's not Star Wars fatigue. It's not Star Trek fatigue. It's shit fatigue. And, make it good again and people will come back. You made a great fucking Spider-Man movie and boom, it's now, it's beating all the freaking records out there. And it totally spits in the face of people going, superhero movie fatigue. Is it fuck? It's just word of mouth. Everybody's got really, the trailer was reasonably good. Well, it's a likable character. They've made 3 really good films before. This has done well, so that the 5th one's going to do equally as well.
I think partly is the last film was a good film.
Yes.
If the last film was a shit film, this would be lower. Full stop.
I agree.
Yeah, because you get a level of diminishing returns. Yeah, and then this is going to help Marvel for the other film for Doomsday.
Yeah, but Avengers isn't going to beat it.
Oh no, it's not going to be. Not fucking remotely.
No.
Yeah. It's not even going to get close to it. But
depending on how it ends, Secret Wars
I think that Sony need to just sit there and say to Tom Holland, goes, look, can you play this until you're about 37? And we'll keep doing what we're doing. And I think it will work. Yeah. And if they can even have their bit where you can have Spider-Man retiring, and then you can put Miles Morales in.
He's hinted that that's the plan.
I think he can get away with just doing Spider-Man for the rest of his life. He knows that, doesn't he? He can get Spider-Man and he can pick whatever fucking film he wants.
If he's on a profit share, which I think he is minted. Because this movie, I think this is one of the fastest movies to $1 billion.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous how quickly he did it.
Did you see the Instagram reel I sent of his father?
Yes.
If you don't know, Tom Holland's dad is a stand-up comedian called Dominic Holland. Yeah, I've seen him on Mock the Week, and I've
seen him live at the comedy store.
I've not seen him live. I thought I did, and then I checked, and no, I hadn't seen him live. It was just quite annoying. He makes a great joke about his sons, because he's got 4 sons, and he turns around and the joke goes as follows. He goes, I'm Dominic Holland, I'm the father of Tom Holland, like that. He goes, I've got 4 boys. People sit there and say something about, shouldn't really have favourites, but when one of your sons is Spider-Man, you make a fucking exception. It's just great. It's absolutely great. And it's like kind of, I forgot that. But coming back to it, I think it's a good film. There are people bitching and moaning about it. Most of it is about the Gene.
There's always going to be people are going to be bitching and moaning about it, but you know what? It was a bloody good film. I don't care.
Enjoyed it. I use the word immersion. They like to use the word verisimilitude. Yeah, immersion is the word because everyone understands it. And I watched it for 2 and a bit hours, and I didn't give a rat's ass about the time. I checked my watch twice during the Odyssey. Yeah, I know I checked it twice during the Odyssey.
Look, we have our opinions on the Odyssey.
It's not.
I mean, it's a Nolan film. It's a Nolan film, so it was always going to do well. It's not a good film. It's still way better than a lot of films that Hollywood's put out recently, but it's not a good film. But it's not a good film by Christopher Nolan standards, and that's a much higher standard. It still makes me laugh that Spider-Man is from Kingston, and most of that film was shot in England and Glasgow.
Yeah, that is funny. Actually, saying that, as someone you've got a map where you can find all the Spider-Man filming locations. I get Gotham being filmed in Glasgow because Glasgow's like sounds awful. Oh, I hope to God there's no Scottish people listening. It's a bit run down, and it kind of gives that piece of old and run down.
It's not as much as it used to be. They have done a lot of work in Glasgow too, and there's lots of TARDISes around Glasgow, so that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Around
and on that note, let's get on to our next story, and that's.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't.
Forget the Phoenicians inventing the alphabet. Disney is trying to invent a whole new sci-fi franchise out of EPCOT's massive golf ball, and we're not talking giant golf. Disney Plus has officially handed out a pilot order to a brand new series inspired by Spaceship Earth, turning the slow-moving, historically tracing theme park ride into a high-stakes time travel adventure. Whilst it hasn't secured a series green light yet, the Mouse House is quietly assembling an absolute powerhouse of a creative team so they can turn the geodesic sphere into the next big streaming hit.
What is the ride,
Have you ever
Gareth?
been on? Have you ever been?
I've never been to Florida, so I've never been on it. I don't even know what it is. I know you have.
Well, I know they changed the voice, and I know that it's who played M for ages, the woman Judi
Dench.
Judi Dench does the narration in English, which is great. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, when you're in Florida, it's really nice to sit on that ride because it's fucking air conditioned and it's gorgeous. And it's just a slow moving thing where it tells you about history. I don't get why they didn't just do like a factual kind of historical show, a documentary style show, and called it Spaceship Earth. That would make more fucking sense because you could take the bits from that documentary and you could put them in the ride and you could have them on the screens as you're going in there. So you get twofold out of it. But instead, they're going for a weird time traveling heist. Okay, it might work. It might not work. It depends who's in it. I thought them doing a film about the Pirates of the Caribbean ride was fucking stupid the first time I heard it. And then I watched the film and I went, I really like that. I really like that. And it was like kind of, because part of me was like, how are they going to fit the bit where they're all skeletons in there? Because that was the thing I remembered as a kid. The only thing I remembered about it as a kid. Oh, and the dog with the bone. There were there's two things I remember about it as a kid. And that's from the Californian one too. But it's fuck it, it could work. They've ruined everything else. The chance of them ruining this, high. The chance of it working, possible.
Well, they have a reasonable success rate with, movies or TV series based on rides, as you cited, Pirates of the Caribbean, which was a juggernaut for Disney. So,
Mansion though.
No, that's true. That is very true. But yeah, look, I put that in there because I saw that and I thought of you, and I know you like going to Florida. I've always been obsessed with that golf ball, not knowing what the hell's in it. Still never seen what's in it.
Judi Dench is in there.
That's kind of cool. I live in a hot country, so
No. Trust me, if you're outside in Florida, you want to be inside, especially during the summer, because English people like going there during the summer, which is a fucking mistake.
This country is usually hotter and more humid than Florida.
Go to Florida and go, it's a different kind of fucking heat. That'll be your response. You'll be like, oh, this is different. This isn't very comfortable. I can see why they go so fucking crazy there.
You haven't seen Thai people.
They're different types of crazy. I would describe them as nighttime crazy rather than like daytime crazy. Where
drive here for 10 minutes, you'll understand.
Shit driving is part of that part of the world. Anyway, let's move on to the next story because it's something that it's something.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
David Mitchell's brilliantly socially awkward prize setter has officially heading back to our screens. The BBC has locked in a concrete premiere date for Ludwig season fucking 2. That delivery got out of fucking control. I am a bit annoyed about this, and I'll explain in a moment. Confirming that Smash Hit comedy will return to BBC One and BBC iPlayer on Thursday, August 20th, after becoming BBC's biggest scripted launch in years. It debuted back in 2024. I
know.
John Taylor is back on the case, though this time he's ditching the twin masquerade to officially work as a crime scene consultant at the Cambridge Police Authority. This was filmed a while back.
I know.
This was supposed to be October last year or January of this year. I'm quite fucking annoyed because I was expecting it after Death in Paradise had kind of wrapped up.
It was one of it's probably the best BBC drama in years.
Yes.
It's probably the only good BBC drama.
I pay £180 a year for my TV license. There's 3 fucking things I watch on it: The Traitors, Ludwig, and it was Death in Paradise.
The Ludwig is brilliant. For our American people, if you've never seen it, it is genuinely very good, and really enjoyable. I loved this series. I recently watched it again, and I still love it. It was brilliantly done.
It's really rewatchable.
Yes, it is. It's highly rewatchable, and I really enjoyed it. It's taken way too long to come back, and this is part of the problem with the BBC. You're not a bloody streamer. Come on.
Yeah, you're not a fucking streamer, and it's not like you didn't have the TV series. Oh, it's all the special effects they put into it, like Doctor Who. No, there's no fucking special effects.
No, it's practical effects. It's all makeup. But yeah, BBC. I understand why you're annoyed, but I'm glad it's coming back. It's just
I'm glad
a
it's
bit
coming
longer
back
to wait.
A year. A year.
Well, it's all right. We've got
Longer than it
Reacher
should have.
starting this week. We've got this. There's a few other things coming. So all in all, it's a good month for TV. It's a good month for TV. Ted Lasso's back. You know, it's all been a good month for this.
There is
so I'm very happy.
We're getting towards September, which is like TV season, because we've got like 2 fucking British gangster dramas to watch.
Oh yes.
Once, and then we'll get, and then the one I like, Mobland, we'll be able to do that. Anyway, I think comments. I apologize to everyone's eardrums for my explosive reaction to the delay, the long delay of the return of Ludwig. And with that, we got Biffa, aged 8, from somewhere in New York, and Biffa says, "Hey fellas." He also says, "Uber nerdism."
You're going to have to give some of the Americans context as to why you said age 8. The music he is playing, for the people that are in the chat that don't realise this music is from a show that Gareth and I watched when we were babbies, and it was called Art Attack. No, it wasn't. It was called Heartbeat.
It was called Heartbeat, and they had a viewers gallery, and in the viewers gallery they put children's pictures up, which was lovely. And this is I always kind of associated that sharing thing with children. You're not children.
No, I'm with you. It's lovely music. It's a wonderful part of my childhood, was Tony Hart. I'm with you. Uberism knows the shortcut for the shortcut. Yes.
And we've got Chuck. Hi, Chuck.
Yo, Chuck.
He's hanging out by the river, apparently. And he's age 12 from upstate New York. Biff has an interesting question. He says, petrol cars are so bad when Teslas blow them away off the line. He also says,
Tonka toy on wheels.
Yeah, right, this is the first section we're talking about the Grand Tour. You buy a petrol Ferrari, it'll bring. I'll bring my Tesla, then we'll race and we'll see.
Oh, well, you say,
hold on a second.
He says
no.
He's got a Tesla. He's been programmed. We need to deprogram him.
Right, no. Okay, if that's the case, you have a Tesla, I have a Ferrari. We see who picks up women first.
He's part of the gang, isn't he? He's part of the cult of Tesla. I tell you, I've never met somebody that doesn't like their Tesla. I get in a Tesla and I go, what is it?
Where's the car?
I reckon there's a needle under the seat that when you hit the ignition, it injects you with happy drugs or nanites or something.
So,
and
we were talking about EPCOT, and at EPCOT there's a ride called Test Track, and you get to design your own car, and then it gets, at the end, you get launched around a track about 60 miles an hour. It's great fun. That has more car interior than Teslas. That's the bit I hate, is there's no interior. One thing I do like doing is the sentry mode. If you look, you can see if the sentry mode's on, so I like going and waving at the camera. So there's about 8 people at work that I wave at their fucking camera on sentry mode. Chuck, age 12, from upstate New York, says, I still love the sound of my 2001 Corvette pushrod V8 with a proper manual 6-speed transmission. And don't we all? A hypercar TV show might be cooked. I want a show about hyper AI workstations.
He's taking piss.
All right, here we go. We've got Jeff Webb. Jeff Webb, new to the show. Jeff Webb from Missouri. I'm making it up now. Aged 14. Texas. All right. Jeff Webb from Texas. I'm going to be polite. He's probably got a gun. And he's a former Marine too, so I'm probably right. As a young Marine with no financial responsibilities and literacy, I had a 2008 Corvette with twin turbos. I'm going to say 6.
Jeez, Jeff, I didn't know you had a Corvette as well. Oh, you and Chuck should meet.
Oh, you and Chuck should talk. I always find it weird because there's American muscle cars are great and crap all at the same time. They're great.
There was one thing about them.
Raw power.
There is one thing about a Corvette, and I've always said this to Chuck and genuinely meant it, and not taking the piss. I do like Corvettes. I know exactly what you mean, but I do like Corvettes. I mean, I always told him I used to love watching, like, you know, all the astronauts driving those gold and blue Corvettes. There was something about the look of those cars. Oh God, Corvettes, they definitely look the part.
Right. See, for me, and you'll know why. Trans Am Pontiac in black.
Yeah.
As soon as I say that, the nerd goes.
Yeah, there's that as well, but you know, and then you know, BMC, you know, okay, they make a van, but
yeah, Biff has got a really good fucking point. We were supposed to do birds from Totty
you know what
from
the next
Star
Magic
Trek,
the Gathering set's going to be?
Star Trek. Fuck off. Keith,
I've been looking at some of those cards and going.
I'm going to fly through. I'm going to punch you in your face if you keep going on about Magic the
I'm done.
Gathering.
I'm in. I've gone in too deep.
Yeah. But you can't talk about it around me. All right.
Just because of that one weird guy, yeah, I've forgotten about him as well. Actually, until you reminded me.
How could you not forget about him? I was looking at him going, "Is he going to be the next serial killer in the local area?"
I forgot about him. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I think the tank thing. So Jeff Webb from Texas says, "I got you."
Yeah, he was talking about.
Unless
D&D.
they cast Judy and Jane Jetson as Smoking Hot, then nobody will watch.
It's going to be Sydney Sweeney.
We want Sydney Sweeney. Should probably get the girl from. Oh yeah, we'll probably get we'll probably get someone with that. Oh my God. You should be doing a course. You've got lots of work to do. Why are you watching my podcast? And I know you like
Gareth is going to be sleeping on the sofa.
Sorry. Hang on a second. Tanith from the southeast of England, aged 4. That's the earliest film I've seen of Sam Neill. It's the weird one with the fucking demon cult thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember it.
Well, that was where he played Damien, wasn't there? He played Damien.
Oh, God, he was in Omen.
Yes, he was.
Oh, my God. I've just realised he's in the Omen. I can picture him, too. I think it helped because the Biffa mentioned the Possession one from 1981. Yeah.
MNP on wheels.
MNP on wheels. Just think, if we get to do this in our 70s, we will be on fucking wheels. No, Spider-Man was awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I
want Daisy Ridley to play proper Mary Jane and hook up with Tom Holland.
Oh, he's talking. They were in the film together.
Yeah, that one where
which I haven't seen.
Weird thing. Oh yeah, I kind of watched it but fell asleep and it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
God, would that work? Or is it just the irony of having to main English fucking actors play Americans in like proper American kind of culture?
No. All the best American superheroes played by British people. Christian Bale, Superman, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So you know the Holy Trinity of superheroes from the US: Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman. All British actors. Just
ironically. But it's because they can do it. They can impersonate Americans really well. That's really good. Then we've got Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And we've got Echo.
Hi, Echo. I always say hello to you, Echo, because you traumatize him, and it's great. I love it.
Paul saying about Paul, who is 6 from Texas, says this week says that they've changed that ride massively since it was first built. Yeah, because originally there was supposed to be this giant statue behind it of Walt Disney with a golf club. Because everyone thinks that. Yeah, they have. I remember going to it in the early 90s, and it wasn't Judi Dench. It was some American person who I can't remember because it was ages ago. A ride that you can have a sleep in or enjoy 20 minutes of aircon. Yep, completely with that. Florida's got alligators. They've also got guns, so that solves that problem. Angel, ignore him. He's not here.
Hi, Angel. How you doing, mate?
He's got no internet, so he's a bit aggressive because he has no wank. That sounds fun, Angel. Yeah. Yes, Reacher is back, woman. I'm definitely looking forward to the new series of Reacher, says Paul, which is great.
Me too.
And then we've got Jeff Witt, Smokey and the Bandit. I have to think. This is right.
No, that had a I know what you're talking about.
No, Trans Am.
Yeah, it did.
Corvette.
It did. I think it had all of them.
I don't know because I can't remember. I need to look into the history of Cannonball Run, where it's like an illegal race across the states. I don't know. I think it actually exists, and it's something that I need to actually know. It's one of those things.
I'm just reading the rest of the comments.
I'm reading. Dax is far by the most attractive girl in Star Trek. I will raise you at a pole from Enterprise.
We're gonna have a conversation there.
Fucking hell. We have to do we're gonna have to do this. We've been meaning to do it. Yeah, I will put something together, and me and you are gonna have to have I think what we'll do is we'll record it, and it will be like a bonus thing for people to go and watch.
But we got quite a lot of girls in there, so we're gonna have to do a chaps as well. You know that.
So we have to do I think we'd do, yeah, is each series, so Enterprise, Next Generation, get 3, yeah, and then we'll put it in there. Anything beyond Enterprise doesn't count. Let's just keep it there. Yep, I'm 4, nearly going on 5. I'm supposed to say 4.5. I know you do, Gareth. It's just mean. Go to Discord, you 2 crazy women. Oh, I think they're having a chat. Read it, Keith. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading that.
I ain't reading that either.
Hang on, look. For the podcast listeners, yeah. Well, every time she ate a sandwich, it went to a certain part of her body. Just saying. Right, let's kill the music. We've got a trailer to watch. Right, screen, X-Files. So let's do a grand tour teaser. It's probably going to be shit, but I found it because it was one of those things. So let's have a look at this grand tour teaser because yeah, we almost turned into a car podcast for a moment. Here we go.
After years of hard driving, you might notice the knobs in your cars look a little worn out. But don't worry, you don't have to throw out the whole thing. Simply swap in new knobs.
That's us.
And just like that, you're ready to go again.
Oh, damn it! Here we go! Oh!
I will watch out of curiosity.
I do I watched Francis on the Train Guy, and he is, when he is enthusiastic about something, it's hard not to like him and feel enthusiastic about stuff. So I'm going to give it a go because I'm a car nut and I like a good car show. So yeah. Anyway, the other one is the X-Files.
Oh,
so let's play a trailer from a movie that was 18 years ago.
Podcast listeners won't understand what's going on.
Gareth's in trouble.
But you're supposed to fucking say anything. It's just to bring them to watching the
So they want to know what you're in trouble about.
Yeah, so a film that was done 18 years ago that we didn't really fucking care too much about is it's getting released, and we're all hoping that Gillian Anderson gets out her baps.
You are.
I don't know why it fucking exists, Keith.
It's here. Here. It's here.
Cheryl Cunningham, 34. Never made it to work last night.
Scully?
Mulder? Someone's come forward with some promising evidence. A psychic.
I bet you didn't know it was at the door. I'm just saying, not a very good psychic.
I see a face.
It's the one of the person you're talking to, maybe? I'm just saying.
I see eyes staring out.
Fucking psychics always get on my tits.
Do you think God hears your prayers?
Why would he send these visions?
Maybe it's not God doing the sending.
So far, we've pulled 11 discrete human limbs from the ice. We're not even finished yet.
I can't look into the darkness with you anymore, Mulder.
Hello?
You're a fucking FBI agent. That's a stupid comment. You deal with this stuff all the time. I work traffic. Sorry, did you want to say something?
Oh, it's got the feels for me. It's got the nostalgic feels.
Another woman taken from a car. This is God's work.
It's not from God.
Oh, I think I've realised what they're doing.
What?
I didn't know not to buy it before. They've been talking about doing another series of the X-Files. They keep every fucking year.
They are doing a new X-Files.
But I don't think they're quite agreed on the tone of it. I think they've turned around and gone, can we go more down the kind of more mature kind of horror thing, please? And this here might be the test. They've gone opportunity because people have asked for this, and we've got the footage, and we can restore the footage, and it's not like we have to fucking film anything. We just got to send it off to the processors for like 4 months, and then it comes back, and they turn around and go, they're missing something because they always fucking do, like you dry cleaning. And then they've gone and I think this is a test. I'm not watching it.
You might be right, but I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, given everything, it's, yeah, it'd be good. I'll give it a watch. I've got quite a lot. I've got quite a lot of good stuff to watch at the moment with Ted Lasso's back, which we'll talk about in a moment. Silo's I don't know what the fuck's happened to Silo. It's actually quite a good episode this week.
I don't know where it's going. I knew who was behind the aircraft hangar door, but it's not. It's not going in at the moment. It's not really following the line of the books. But it was a good episode this week. It had a lot more action in it. I'm really getting really annoyed by the head of IT at the moment. She's just getting nauseating, and it's like, can she hurry up?
She's not selling the actress is not selling the character. I was saying it to Tanith because when you put her next to Tim Robbins or Rebecca Ferguson,
she's just annoying.
The guy who's playing the sheriff, and even the guy who's playing her husband, she's not a good enough actor to sell it to you. That's, I think, the problem. Because you look at the other guy who's an actor, I think he's a former fucking rapper or something. Yeah, he's still a better actor than.
The character is.
But, and we've seen
you're meant to feel something other than hate for her, and I don't like her. I don't like her at all.
I know. No, and I think because she's not selling you the character. She's not selling you enough of the character so you have any sympathy or empathy towards. That's the problem with that actress. And I probably, if I met her, she'd probably be a fucking lovely stand-up person, but I don't think she's doing a good job there. Which does.
She's got a bit of the what's her face from Morgana about her.
Not as bad.
Nowhere near. Not as bad.
Twice a week smirk at the beginning of the episode.
Smirk at the beginning.
Who could have come up with this dastardly plan? She's not doing that, and she doesn't. No, but she's got that level of next dastardly plan. Sorry,
she annoys me.
She annoys you.
I think what I find annoying is that you're meant to I think the writers want you to have sympathy for her, and it's not working. You could be right. It could be the actress not delivering the part well. But I think it doesn't matter who you... Well, no, maybe you would. You're right. It could be the actress.
I think it's
but that's the one thing that's standing out for me at the moment. That she is just really annoying.
You're not. But I'm picking up on the fact that she's not selling me the character. Yeah, and I've said I've been watching it with the missus, and she's like, kind of, yeah. Now you've pointed out this is what other actors are doing. This is what she looks like when she's playing against her husband in the thingy, and he seems to be, you're more convinced and more sympathetic and more understanding to him, and he's practically a villain, yeah, than her, and she should be doing the same to you. And those conversations between the two of them should be building that up. We get to find out whatever the fucking nano cloud shit is if they don't do it. Oh, I think I've predicted a really horrible twist that's going to piss us both off.
Well, it depends, because I know what twists might come. If it does
it's
go
not
return
like
to
a
the
major
book.
plot. It's not like a major plot twist, but it is a plot point that's going to make you go, fuck off, please. The voice isn't the man. It's the woman. I think they're going to reveal it's the fucking woman. And we're going to get pissed off.
Well, I'm already pissed off at the fact that they've gender swapped like all of the damn roles.
The Donald
and again,
Rumsfeld character.
It's where gender swap really doesn't work, because the whole point of controlling people in Silo 1 is all their daughters and wives are in locked away in deep sleep, and threatening to turn them off and kill them if they don't play ball. And it's where men and women slightly differ in terms of, it is, we did this in psychology. It is easier to threaten the life of a wife than it is a husband. And this is actually statistically proven, by the way, in psychology. They have done this.
I think you'll find it's evolutionary psychology.
But anyway, you might be right. I don't think you are, but you might be right. But you see, he was meant to have designed, well, he is meant to have helped design the silos. But because they're going really slow, they are covering 2 books in one, but they're going really fucking slowly. And I don't quite know how they're going to get the 2 books done. Because they're halfway through the second book with the Silo story, or third book with the Silo story. They're a fraction of the way through the prequel second book. Just to confuse you, what we're setting on, our near future. So, and we're 2 episodes away from the end? No, 3. 3. With only another season to go, which they shot back to back, by the way. So yeah. Anyway, Ted Lasso.
Yeah, it's weird because you get to see Ted Lasso in his natural environment, which was weird because it would have been. I'm watching it, and there's a bit where his son gets pulled off a football game, and that's a football game, all right? He's pulled off a football game, and then he goes and has a word with the coach at the end, and he goes, "You know what it's like?" To which he turns around and goes, "No, I don't know what it's like. I was a Premiership football manager, and I almost won the Premiership Football League." Goes within 3 years, not knowing anything about the fucking game. That's what he should have said. Yeah, and it's like kind of, where's your experience, mate? But Ted doesn't do that. Other characters would have done it, and it's weird because I watched it, and when I saw Higgins in the back of the car, because you only saw like the corner of his glasses in the back of the car, and that's fucking Higgins, like that. I actually said it out loud. I forgot how much I really enjoy this show, and it's quite a nice brings a degree of levity to the world.
Yeah, it's a feel good show. It was strange seeing Ted in his like own environment and slightly more human. I think the season's going to be interesting. I kind of saw the ex-wife kind of levitating back towards him, and I think that's where it's going to, because obviously they're both moving to England. I saw that coming from a mile off. I liked the continuity with the mum coming back, although the actor that's playing the son is different. But yeah, it was kind of sad seeing Ted working in a supermarket, but it soon perked up. I mean, Higgins' total and utter awkwardness with the
Keith. You can just check your mic, mate. It's just happened again. Yeah, you've been fine apart from Anyway, while he's unplugging his mic, I'm going to insult the fuck out of him. Ted Lasso was great. It is a bit mad where it's, as I said, you get to see it, and it's all from Kansas City, and Kansas City is apparently divided across 2 states, which I never knew. And I have to look it up to see how true that is. Hopefully it's by a river boundary to make everything easier. If it's not, then I don't know, because there's bits in what do you call it? I think it's either Holland or fucking Belgium, where literally you got streets and bits that are inside and outside the country, which is mad. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Anyway, so are you about to say something?
There's a street in London that always bugs the crap out of me, because it's the one that runs along the side of the Natural History Museum. That's where the Thai embassy is. One side of the road is controlled by one parking fucking authority, and the other side of the road is controlled by other parking, and they're not well signposted. So when you go and pay in one machine and put the ticket in, you get a ticket. I actually managed to successfully appeal it because I pointed out there's no real signs, and it doesn't really say clearly in big yellow lighting, this is for this side of the road, this is for this side of the road. Who the hell does that? Sorry, anyway.
I live near London. Don't fucking drive into London. There's your tip.
Yeah.
Be hot on the underground,
although,
me. And I don't mean sexy.
It was always quicker to drive then. It was one of the only places in London where it was quicker to drive than get public transport, believe it or not, because of where it is. But anyway, we're turning into a travel show now.
We've gone from car show to retro television show to
I don't know what's going on with Juna Temple though at the moment, but I've seen her in some interviews, and there's something going on with her eyes. I don't know if it was makeup or she just looked a bit gaunt in the face, and slightly worried about her. But I mean, like, it was good to see the characters back, but we haven't seen all of them back. You know, I need my Roy Kent fix. It's not Ted Lasso without he's here, he's there, he's every fucking where. Roy Kent. Sorry.
It's something annoying, and I think Jason Sudeikis brought it up when he was talking about bringing the show back. I don't think Jamie Tartt's coming back.
No,
because there's a newspaper article written by Roy Trent from The Independent, saying that Richmond give a gracias and a fair farewell to Legend or Greyhound or whatever they call it. But the last scene was quite telling, where he goes to his desk and he's got all his memories, all his close memories, and they're all the Richmond memories and his dad, which I always I liked. And you go through all these things here. And Jason Sudeikis said, he goes, we might have finished Ted's story off, but we didn't finish everyone else's story off. So I think what they're doing now is, if they're expanding it to Ted, his wife, and his son in the UK, adapting and is hopefully fixing some of the maybe being removed from some of the stupid bits that he had there in Kansas, but being exposed to different kind of stupidity, because that's how countries work, different stupidity in different places. That's going to be interesting. Anthony Head, I think, is in it, isn't he?
I don't know if he's back for this.
I think
season,
he's in it
because he kind of got his comeuppance in the last season. I don't know if he's in this season at all. He might have a cameo, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it might be. I'm just saying because it would be nice to see him. Sounds odd.
But I obviously I know that, you know, Roy Kent's back. I'm looking, you know, forward to seeing Coach Beard and
yes,
Roy Kent next week. It will be good to see. But I enjoyed the episode. The Independent and a few other papers have absolutely taken a dump on it, and I'm going, why? Why do you not like this show? I mean, it's featuring women's football. It should be right up your alley. It's kind of your, and the Independent just absolutely took a dump on it.
The Independent was written by Trent fucking Krim.
Probably because they took the piss out of the Independent. So it was natural, and a lot of people said it in the comments. It's because they took the piss out of you, isn't it? It just goes to show that they haven't got a clue. It was a feel-good show. It was a great show. I mean, if you could pick it to pieces, but why? Because it's positive. It makes you feel better about life, and we should have more of that. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm with you. But yeah, that reaches back this week. There's a few other things I know that are coming soon. Obviously got Ted Lasso midweek, which will be nice. I've got a long week this week, so yeah. Anyway, what are you playing with in the background?
I think we're gonna get a claim. I don't care. We're going to end it with something I grew up with in the 90s with. Mulder and Scully by Catatonia.
It was Catatonia, that was it.
I was desperately trying to figure out who it was. I'm going to turn the volume down a bit because it just blasted in my fucking ears as we were talking.
See,
fucking well.
I wasn't very far from the voice.
I was like constipated. This is what I need to use to promote it. I want to play all of it.
She's got the breathy voice because she's trying to cover up the Welsh accent.
I think it's a chorus. Anyway.
Yeah, bye everyone. Unprofessional. Seriously, unprofessional. Bye.